Hello everyone, welcome back to Napoleonic Wars. It is the European Group Fight Series Season 3. These are the knockouts. So we're seeing here Hydra. And, oh yeah, okay, Duckbeard. Yeah, the great name. Zaos. And they're fighting over there. There's some other stuff going on in here. I do like the new map. Very nice indeed. There's Floss. And Heki. Sorry, Floss in there also. Who's he fighting with? He's with Dab Jan. Oh, more people coming in. And over here, animals are fighting against CCCP. So these guys seem to be finishing off the enemy or getting finished off themselves by the looks of it. That was a bit unfortunate. So MPP, Melchior in there, and let's just check. See, dots there to tell you which one it is. So let's stick with these guys, see how we get on. Here's Floss, there's Darky going in, and you can see him, and there we go, the double teaming is done, and Floss have beaten their opponent for that round. So let's see how things go. Just waiting for everybody to get ready. Here we go. Oh, no, false start. Here we go, we're underway. And so here's Floss going up against Dab. Oh, Ryan gets murdered very quickly. Floss turning it around, but it looks like they've got one of their guys who's managed to block in a gentleman on the right-hand side. He's been murdered unceremoniously. And so now it's a 2v1, Dab v Floss. Can he recover the situation? He's got to be very careful. That side stab coming in from Dab. And look at that fine melee blocking, but sadly it was not to be for him. That was Heki taken down. So let's just see. As we're watching Jan, there's Lewis, there's Ryan, Viagra Ryan, always upright. There's Hype, or Shipe, and Ilpa, we'll call him, what the hell. So, Dab versus Floss, and this is obviously one of the knockout processes of this particular season. And there you can see, it's not looking good for Dab. Oh, but Dab return it and turn it around very quickly onto Floss. Now it's a 3v1 situation. Remaining member of Floss is cut down very quickly. And I think it's game there, as far as Dabs and co are concerned. So we'll move over to one of the other areas. Arena number 4. Where we can see Hydra up against the Eyes. The Eyes have it. Let's see, it's a 2v2 situation, and yet the Eyes most definitely had it. And that was a very unfortunate team kill there by Aviator right at the end. That was really unfortunate. Sorry, Twister. Right at the end. Very unfortunate. So, they're going to get all the boys back in position. But I do like this new map. This new map is very sexy. See, corralling areas, practice areas. Got to keep the peasants in with the big spiky stuff. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. So,
Rule Britannia!
well, precisely. So it's 5-2. We're watching Twister from Hydra. And it looks like they've lost a man in the center already. That means the center's going to be weak. And that's really not looking good for Hydra as Dab come in and finish everybody off. Brutal murdering going in there. Some fine murderizing going on. Some stabby goodness coming in from from I should say. And sadly for Hydra, it was not to be. So,
Rule Britannia!
everyone gets a heal. Now, let's see what happens. So we'll go up high. Have a look at them, see how they were arranged themselves. And they're waiting for the off. There we go. Look at this. They're pushing that left flank of their enemy very, very quickly. Trying to get that all-important first pick if they possibly can, but notice how the line is starting to collapse in the center. This is not good for them. The eyes are in trouble. Now being pushed by Hydra. Hail Hydra. They're coming in. They're finishing off the remaining members of the eyes. And it's not looking good for them. They're slowly being enveloped. They've got to be careful. Oh, for that reason, look at that. The game changes very quickly. And now the eyes are in a 3v3 situation. The next pick is going to be important. There we go. A very important first pick there. Oh, and another nice pick. Oh, this is bad news. As Hydra takes the round. Fantastic. That was a very close moment for them. Obviously, that last pick in the when they were 3v3 was kind of important. Changed the dynamic of that particular round in the favor of Hydra. And so, just goes to show when the numbers are down low, when you're 2 men down, one of those picks into stabs into the enemy can change the fundament of the game. The initiative is lost. And away you go. Right, so let's just wait and see what happens. You can see down here a bit of stabbing going in on the far right hand side of the French team. There we go, the eyes. Oh, nice stabbing return. So now the numbers are back equal to 4v4. No, 5v4. Sorry, can't count. And looks like it's not going good here. That's not looking good for them, and that's so proved. With eyes taking it out, killing all the Hydras. And there you go, 7-3 in favor of the eyes. Okay then. Oh, Snappers 7-1 versus MPP. Wow. That's pretty serious goings on right there. So, the guy's getting ready. There's Eddard. And he's probably lagging out from the animals. What's going on over here? Let's have a look. We're in round, or arena number 3. Dommy. Now, for those of you not aware, Pussy has kind of disbanded and merged with another group, so we've got the legend that is Dommy, the legend in his own underpants. And over here, you've got Elsie. And so Golden. And Troyster. And Python, of course. So, I mean, credit where credit's due. I mean, these guys still... Oh, dear. The legend has just been finished off. Oh, dear. That didn't go well for 10C. Never mind. Their opponents, it is Dab. So yeah, I mean, bear in mind, this game been played for quite some years. Regular line battles once, twice a week, as well as melee battles, practice, all this kind of stuff. It's hard for people to keep their enthusiasm for the game when you've been playing it for so long. Especially when there's, you know, there's no real sort of equivalent, especially with this level of melee skill required out there at the moment. So it's just one of those things. So, just goes to show how the longevity of a community and a game is just lengthened by having things like this, community servers. So that events and maps can be created and events can be put on. And this is not looking good here. Oh dear, Dommy's dead. What's going on in here? They're all blocking him. He's blocking everybody. Python, is he going to go ham? Or is he going to get hissed up? Oh, he's killed one. Still going. He's been stabbed, so he's in danger of bleeding. Oh, nice kill by Python until finally finished off. He held it really well. Held it really well there. Fantastic play coming in from Python. But unfortunately just couldn't hold off the sheer weight of numbers. So. Let's see. Oh dear. Not good. Golden appears to have... yeah. Snuffed it. Shady comes in as a substitute. So arena number 3. Here goes 10C versus Dab. Now let's have a look to see how things are going on. Look at the way that central section of the line is being very fluid right now. And look at this as 10C try and grab in to get a few enemy picks. But they've got a few on the right side. Now they're starting to envelop their enemy. And Dab are fighting for survival, trying to be as spiky as possible. And 10C are going in, trying to get their all-important pick. And unfortunately, Python catches a bayonet on the way out. As a result of that, it's now a 4v4 situation. The next pick or two could change the round. Oh, look at that. And another one. Oh, goodness me. Look at this. The last man left standing. Wow. See what I mean about how it changes the dynamic? Shut up. How it changes the dynamic of the round. Couple of picks here and there. Couple of key deaths. The numbers get pared down. And then large amounts of poo hit the fan. Bear in mind, obviously, it's only one round. It's not like, you know, you die once and then you're gone, as in with the standard battle in Napoleonic Wars. But, you know, these are things that we can gloss over for the time being. So, there we go. Oh, look at that. Else. Now. Oh, blimey. Holy crap, that was very quickly. Python with a very quick pick onto his enemy in Dab. And now, look at this, they're enveloping the enemy. 10C, look at them trying to move out as a blob to try and cover each other's backs. And obviously, they don't want to get out of position because you're going to get that all-important side stab pick on them. And that's going to be it. The round's going to be over. Oh, lovely pick into Python. That's Ilpa. Lovely, lovely pick there. And now the numbers are equal, and this is going to be an interesting situation. Now the line's starting to move a little bit more fluid left side. They lose a man apiece, and now, look at that. It's down to 2v2, and poor old Hype got team killed by Ryan. Now it's a 2v2 situation. Oh, fine stab into Troyster from Brian now. It's Shady. Oh, poor Shady. Murdered horribly. So, let's see. Oh, we seem to have disappeared off to a different map. I do apologise. Just disappeared all of a sudden. There's snappers. Fighting. And there's animals, obviously. So I assume they're over here. They are. There's Jan, Lewis, Ryan, Shipe, and Ilpa. And these boys getting ready to go. There's Dommy, of course, with a new face. Wow. Obviously, every time they create a new name, because you can't do regiments really within the game yet, and probably won't be able to, means that they got to create new characters every single time they change a name or whatever. So, these boys ready to go. There we go, we're underway. As we're watching Python and 10C, let's see. Look at that in the center. Now, obviously, because it's not a 6v6, the center's going to be a lot more fluid, and it's going to be a lot more difficult to cover, because you've got less people available to you. Now, that favors the aggressive player, but also... Oh, nice stab in the center there onto Viagra Ryan. And now the numbers are in danger of being paired back for these fine fellows of Dab. And they've managed to get a nice pick onto one of the opposing numbers. Got a little bit of a bleed on him. Now they've got to be very careful, because they're now starting to be cornered. As looks like another one just got taken down. And there we go, the final jump on. And they will be murdered horribly. And Python got a team kill on choice just to add to the fun. Dear oh dear. So, the legend himself, Mr. Dommy. And there's Choister. Else. Shady getting set up. Okay, so.
Rule Britannia!
Well, precisely. And here in Arena 3, we are underway. Dab versus 10C. Oh, look at that. How close these guys are. Look at that, that floatingness that's going on in the center. Trying to get that all-important first pick if they can get it in the center. Oh, look at that. Ornstein gets taken down. Ornstein. Now the numbers have changed. But it looks like... yeah, it's equal. So one apiece for each team. Now, they got to try and get that all-important first pick. That's going to give the opportunity for the guys to then start jumping in and causing them problems. And now Dab are trying to corral 10C together. They've got to be spiky on the right, and you can see them trying to corral them as best they can, blocking them in, getting them into a situation, but still 10C push out on the right side. Determined not to get caught out, and this could be a problem over here on the left-hand side, because they've now been separated into a 2v2 situation. And they've got to try and stay blobbed as best they can to try and get the defense of their teammate to their side. Look at the way they're pushing them very, 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 very hard in the center there. And 10C doing their best to try and defend against it. And now they've managed to turn the tables. A fine pick coming in from Shady. And now it's the turn of 10C to lock Dab down into a corner. Oh, they've lost one of their men as they do it. And they're going in for that all-important stab. Look at this. Another kill into 10C. And this is going to be a turnaround situation for them. Oh, look at this. 1v2 and a nice return there. Dab are going to be happy with that. They nearly lost it there, but they dragged it back from the edge. And got the round. So, let's see. So you can see over in A2, 4-2. So, but we're staying with these boys. Over here in Arena 3. Complete with yawns, because it's late and I'm tired. So, here we go. Waiting for them to get ready to go. I'm just moving my mouse pad around to make things a little bit easier. Got another clutter on my desk. I need to sort that out. Maid, please make up this desk. So, obviously, bit of a hold at the moment. Waiting for a few things to occur. As we sit behind the barrier of spikes. Spiky, spiky. Here we go. We're off. Obviously, Dab in the red. 10C in the blue. Just wait and see. And there's Choister in the centre. That's going to be a key position. Look at them, Dab pushing. Oh, there we go. That's exactly what they were not hoping for. And that's going to be a bad situation. And now is an opportunity for the remaining members of 10C to try and finish off the enemy. But they managed to turn it around. Dab, with a fine couple of kills back to back, managed to turn it to a 3v3 situation. This means it's a lot easier. A lot easier to hold them back. But also, the first kill will be critical. Look at that. Fine blocking coming in there on the left-hand side. As, it's Dommy, of course, it's Dommy. And look at him trying to get in for that all-important first pick. Just slightly out of the range. And look at them being pushed over into the corner. Dommy being cornered, that's a dangerous situation. As we're looking over on the right-hand side, as we can see Golden and Shady in the centre. As they're now being corralled and locked down by the members of the Dab. Thank you. Oh, goodness me. And a kill into Shady and another kill into Golden. This is bad news. And so it proved to be. And there you go. GG's. Wow. Pretty intense stuff. So. Oh, hello. We've got the punch-up going on over here. Enigma versus the Eyes. So they're having fun. We're going to go and see what's going on over here. Who's fighting over here? It's Envy, the Dead Prince. And Inquisitor Marquez. There's King Achilles. Now, obviously, these are names that you recognise from the likes of Amaterasu and Pussy and all the rest of it, and some of these guys have disbanded those groups and have then reformed as other groups, which is why you'll see some of these names in here. So this is Animals versus Frog Narrowed. So these are the Animals, and they're currently facing off against Envy. So Inquisitor Marquez. There's King Achilles. Explos. Oh, hello. Average Jacob. Below Average Jacob, in fact. And the Dead Prince himself. Oh, look at that. They've lost a man right in the centre already. That's really bad. But look at them going in aggressive to try and finish off the remaining members. And that's exactly what they did. Envy with a fine couple of kills back to back there. That really changed it for them. Over here in Arena 4. So, Marquez and the boys getting limbered up, ready to go. Oh dear. Yeah, there we go. We'll just look through the fence like this. Like we're some sort of interloper. Like we haven't paid for a ticket. We've gone to a baseball or football event and we haven't paid for the ticket, so we're looking over the top of the fence at the battle. So, let's wait and see how things go. These guys, obviously, there's a bit of a pause. as is always the case with these games. There's Red-a-dead-a-dead-a-dead, and there's the Joker, and High Reaper, Froged Narrow, and Altruist. Oh dear! Oh, that's painful. Emperor Chuckster. So here we are with the animals versus the envy. Let's see how they handle it. Now, look at this. They're being... Oh dear, envy have lost a man. They've lost Achilles on the right side. That's going to be a problem for them now. They're down the number. But they've managed to try and equal it out. As you can see, both sides trying to corral the enemy away. And look at this, getting in a difficult situation here. And a fine return, look at that. Until another kill. Oh, and that was a team kill into Chuckster. Oh dear. Until finally, Envy finishes off the last man. Wow. I love how they just... There's something in these players. They just can't go through this area. They have to jump down, or they have to go through the side. It's just... rebels, all of them. So, Chuckster, Achilles ready to go, Explos, and there of course is Steinman, or Steinnam, Steinman, okay. The boys at the other end, animals waiting, High Reaper again, the Joker, narrowed, red, Altruist. Now, let's see how they acquit themselves on this occasion. And they've lost a man on the right already. But the numbers are relatively equal. It's a 4v3. Correction, it's a 4v2. It's a 4v0. And the animals got very quickly cut down there. Followed by mass suicides for Good Games. So we're going to go and find one of the other battles that is occurring. Invictus versus Snappers. Now obviously with some of these larger teams like Amaterasu breaking up means that 72 to Envy basically means that some of these other teams may stand more of a chance against them. Because obviously these team players were just as much strategy as they were individual skill. And that's kind of important. Snap, snap, Mike. There's G. Irish. Not a potato in sight. There's Firefly. And Anubis, of course. So. Just keeping an eye on everything, making sure that things are progressing. Is Gibby from Invictus. And it looks like they've lost a member of Invictus already in the centre. And again, picked off very nicely by Snappers. Now, this is going to be a problem for Invictus. They're going to be fighting very quickly. They're going to be trying to get an important pick. And yeah, there we go. Snappers jumped it. Went in there as quickly as possible and essentially cut everyone to pieces. Since they had that numerical advantage, that was their time to pounce. And pounce they did. Serious pouncing occurred. So. I think this is the only arena left playing at the moment. As part of the knockout process. Ah, here we go. Quarters, semi-finals, etc. So, accept all the cookies. Yes, go away. So you can see Invictus versus Snappers, 10C versus Drug Abusers. Nice. Enigma versus Eyes. Enigma and then Envy. And so basically it's going to be Invictus versus Snappers into the semi-finals. So that's what we're looking at here. To try and get into the semi-finals for Season 3 of the 5v5 number 1. There's Emboz. And these guys, Invictus, have got the enemy paused in the corner here. But the enemy is not staying there. It's determined to be as spiky as possible. Get their way out of there as best they can. And try and get a pick if they can on one of the enemy. That will then give them a 1 numerical advantage, but can make all the difference. Especially if you can then essentially concatenate more picks onto the top of that. And then before you know it, 1 enemy's down, 2 enemies down, 3 enemies down. There we go. There goes the 1. The Snappers now going to want to try and push the advantage against Invictus. And now we're watching here as the members of Snapper are trying to corral the Invictus and look at them slowly. And there's a very important pick in the center. Now this is a whole different ball game. It's a 5 versus 3 situation, says he doing mental math. And they're going to charge in there and murder the remaining members. And that's exactly what happened. And there you go. That was a GG. As everybody disappears into spectator mode. So let's just do a Bijou refresh S. So there you go, Drug Abusers versus Snappers in the semi-finals. Enigma versus Envy. And then obviously you're going to have a 3rd place of bronze in there at the bottom somewhere. When we scroll across at some point. As you can see, not a lot of scrolling occurring right now. So, getting set up. Snappers return to Arena 1, facing off against Dabs. There's Iliapa, or Ilpa. Iliapa, yeah. God only knows. Anubis, G, Irish, and Firefly. So, you can there see Enigma, Envy, Drug Abusers, etc. And then obviously, whoever loses in this semi-final will then go into the bronze match and go from there. So, that is the fight that we are waiting for. I don't think there's any other fights going on. I don't know, let's have a look. What's going on over here? Oh. Enigma are going up against Envy. I think we might watch this one. This has the potential to be quite tense. We'll wait and see. Oh dear. Oh, a couple of Snappers have killed themselves. So, we're just waiting for the guys in Arena 2 to essentially get themselves ready, say they're ready to go, and then get underway. You can't really force it in an event like this, it's just one of those things. And I'm getting a numb bum from sitting in the same position. Oof. First world computer problems. It's a hard life. So, here we are on arena number 2. Oh dear. A lot of suicide going on right now. Gonna cause a problem for obvious reasons. Oh boy, yawning. Oh. Yep. Bloody phone. Shut up, phone. Always happens, just at the wrong moment. Here we go. Here is the semi-final. In Arena 2 between Enigma and Envy. And they've got a kill already. And they're now 4v3 versus Envy. Envy being pushed back by Enigma. Another kill. Oh, this is not looking good for Enigma. And so it... Sorry, Envy, I should say. And so it proved to be. Right, sorry about that. I had to get myself a new capture card. And I'm still working the bugs out on it. A little bit annoying. But interrupted there. So, I do apologise. Yeah, it's some kind of weird thing going on with it, but I just need to work out a few more bugs over the course of the next week or so. So, yeah, may not be a huge amount of videos as a result, or a few sort of glitchy videos while I work out the bugs. So, Enigma has lost Dark Templar already. Wow. And Worst has also been failed. And Envy have lost another one, and another one going down to Enigma. Look at this. This is not good. Envy doing a good job killing the last man. Enigma failed very, very quickly there. So yeah, unfortunately my capture device was, or the one I had, has been sort of out of support for a long time. But it worked. And unfortunately, I made the mistake of updating it. Updating the software. To be honest, I had a feeling I shouldn't have done, but what the hell, once I was there, I was there. And it basically bricked the bloody capture device. It just stopped working. So, I had to then shell out and buy myself a new capture card, which is one of these Live Gamer Portable 2 Pluses. And the configuration is slightly different from how it's set up from my original. And so obviously I got it working at the weekend, and it's got to be, I've got to work out a few kinks in it. There's going to be a few reconnections done over the course of the next week. So Envy now in the blue. Oh, fine kill into Enigma Templar there. And another one going down, and they're getting in behind them very quickly. Envy doing a great job there, and absolutely butchering Enigma. That was a pretty serious round right there as far as Envy were concerned. And as always the case, I've been caught out short. I shall return shortly. Just gotta answer the call of nature. Bloody typical. But I'll leave the game running so you can at least see what's going on. So what I'll do is I'll just drop it down to about here, so you can see what the round's doing while I be right back. Right, I have returned about that. Sorry about that. As you can see, Enigma just got butchered quite significantly. Envy. Yeah, that's pretty much the end of it, I think, there. We'll have to wait and see who's over here. Yep, Enigma. I think they've lost one out of Envy. They're getting another one in. The dead, the prince. So, we wait. And we refresh. That's really helpful. Okay. 1v5. Oh, let me. Look at that. As now you can see here, the numbers been paired back of Enigma. However, Envy equal numbers. Also, correction. Enigma lose 2 in the center. This is the opportunity for a double teaming, triple teaming, and that's exactly what happened. 6-4 by the looks of it, I think that was. Sorry, no, 6-1 to Envy. Wow. Envy with a dominant display right there. And now, let's see. Gonna have to wait and see what happens, the final parts. As everyone's getting themselves ready to go. Ready for the off. Here we go, 6-1. In favour of Envy versus Enigma. And a stab in the centre. Envy have lost 3 men already. Wow, that was very, very quick. And Enigma, oh my goodness, they were on a absolute wrecking ball right there. They wanted revenge. And they pretty much got it. So, there is also, obviously, plenty of people watching as well. Both admins and others. And we're away 6-2 or 2-6. And looks like they've lost one of Enigma already. Envy then lose one of theirs. The numbers are now equal, 4v4. And it looks like, oh, there we go, a jump in for a kill onto one of the Enigma. And that's going to be a difficult situation. Can they pull it back? They've lost another of them, and now it's 3 versus 2. And look at them double teaming that final man over here. And he's going to be in a difficult situation. But now it's turned to 2v2. And it's Gerber. And Bunter Eagle. And he gets taken down now. It's a 1v2 situation. Explos. And the dead prince. And he's finished off. Wow. So a good display there by Envy. They all move to spec mode. Well, nearly all of them. Hello. And then we'll check. Gotta love the advertising. Do the refresh again. So you can see basically the loser of number 9. So it looks like an Enigma is there. And then Envy has made it to the finals. And then it's going to be the drug abusers versus the snappers. So, let's wait. As everyone seems to be lying down at the moment. They're taking it very easy. Very, very easy. Look at this. Definite shout out to the map designer. Definite shout out. Very nice indeed. So. Now, obviously, because you've got admin probably dealing with plenty of PMs and all the rest of it, it means that... Oh, there we go. There we cleared the map. So it means that, obviously, they've got to organise all the things. They've got to update the thing that needs updating, which is this thing here. Drug abusers versus Envy with... Snapper versus Enigma. So, let's see. Envy moving in. Oh no, it's Snappers. It's going to be Snappers versus Enigma over on Arena 2. Now, anybody in Arena 1? Nope, nobody else is anywhere else. So we've basically got the third place, which is Snappers and Enigma, the bronze match. Whether or not they're going to play this first, and then play the final right at the end for everyone to watch. Use the stones. Oh, right. Oh! Oh, teleports you maybe. Possibly. Don't know. Yeah. So. Here we go. Blimey. Look at that. Anubis taken down already from Snappers. And now you can see Enigma Dark Templar taken down as well. And now this is a situation that's going to Enigma is going to try and push. And another kill into the enemy. As the last man standing from Snappers, poor Irish cut down in his prime. As we move on to the next round. We'll wait and see how it turns out. So, all quiet on the Western Front so far. One 0. Oh, a stab in the centre already into Snappers. And another stab in the centre, and this is going to be really bad for Snappers. Enigma putting the advantage. And now, literally cutting down the remaining members of Snappers very, very quickly. Holy crap. That was pretty nasty. Okay. There's Mike, fine beard. Is the final over here? I think it is. Oh heavens, didn't see this. Envy. And Dab. Nice, nice landing. So, the drug abusers, that's what Dab stands for. So here is the EGS complete with, this looks like the inside of a Sarlacc pit. Look at this, complete with diving board into the sand. And this is the final, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final. With Dab and Envy going up against each other, and it looks like... Yeah, it definitely looks like the advantage is with Dab right now. Only one in additional in number, but it's that side attack that's going to be all important for them, as it looks like, oh dear me, look at that, Dab have just lost 3 in a row. very quickly with a fine kill right at the end there by Envy. Very, very quick indeed. Look at that. Complete with skulls and of course the regulation trumpet. So here is the barracks where they all spend time together before they jump into the arena, quite literally. But obviously everyone needs healing. So, I'm getting themselves ready. There's Explos. Below average, Jacob. Look at that face. Wow. And there's Steinman. Or Steinam. Yeah, Stein. Okay, so let's see what's going on. As we look on the left-hand side, and it looks like they're trying to do a little bit of a stab and a grab, and that's exactly what they've done into the members of DAB. Very, very... Holy crap, that was pretty brutal. Yeah, that was over rather quickly. 4-0. No, so that's A2, sorry. So, this is obviously the final. So we wait for the other members of DAB to return. So they go up against Envy. So Envy in the red. There's Achilles. Explos, who we've seen obviously below average. What's it? Envy Prince. Steinman. Now, look at that, a stab already into Dabs on the left-hand side there at the same time as Envy Chuckster gets taken down. Wow. Dab got brutalized there. Envy doing a great job. Getting a very, very quick round. A couple of very important picks right at the start. Changed the dynamic, the initiative, I suppose you could say. And then before you know it, Dab was no more. So, here we are. Got to keep moving around, because otherwise, you know, you get numb bum. Casting problems. They're away. Look at that. Trying to get a pick here on the left-hand side. Dab loses a man on the left flank. Immediately you can see Enigma pushing in very, very quickly to finish off the remaining numbers. And this is a bad situation for the remaining man. And so it proves to be. With Envy doing the number on their opponents. Oh, he went through the ground. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was bound to happen. The boys are ready, possibly. We're just going to stand up here and watch as we would if we were normally spectating. And you can see over on the far side there. Oh, look at that, the middle. The middle's already had a pick on it. The numbers changing around very quickly as Dab are starting to lose people quickly. Enigma really seem to be on a roll right now. They are really gelling very well as a team. Individual picks taking down the enemy very, very quickly. 5-2. Oh, sorry. No, that's A2. So, more members moving in. That's the members of Dab. Oh dear. Inquisitor Marquez. Average Jacob. Look at that face. A face only a mother could love, obviously. So, these boys, Envy, they have the advantage. The pressure is on Dab. Can they turn it around? We've seen it happen before. But can it be done? Dab have it all to do. Envy, we've got to be careful not to rest on their laurels. They want to essentially take it home and finish the job. Look at that center there. As Dab lose a man very quickly. And they've lost 2 men now on the right side. Look at the way they're just mopping them up very, very quickly. And a couple of team kills in there as well, just to add a little bit of extra spice to the situation. So, yeah, I would say right now, Envy are confident. I mean, they're leading 8-1 right now. So, they could be in a very confident position. It's quite close in the bronze final. There's Jan, Shipe, Ilpa, and they're away. And look at that, a stab in the center already coming in from the likes of Dab. But the trouble is, can they convert it to an actual kill? No, they can't. As they looks like they've lost a few people over. And look at this sneaky move coming in from the Prince. Not that it did him much good. He got brutally murdered. And now Ilpa is trying to defend himself against 2 attackers. And there we go. Over. Envy with another round on the board. And Envy just proving themselves to be really, really good in once they get those important couple of first picks to basically steamroll the enemy with a flurry of stabs and essentially getting the round over and done with quickly. So 5-4 is quite close in the bronze final. We, however, on the final, not so close. Which is a shame, because you'd like it to be as close as possible. Holy crap. Enigma losing 2 people. Sorry, wrong people there. Dab losing 2 in the centre very, very quickly. And see what I mean about how quickly these boys mop up. Envy doing a fantastic job of just wiping out the enemy extremely quickly. Yawning. Still yawning. Getting old. So, anyway, let's see. And they were ready to go. Look at that. Dab have lost a man on the right. Average Jacob also gets felled on the left. Numbers are being pared down very quickly. Dab have lost a multiple. And now this is a dangerous situation here for Dab, and so it proved to be. Crikey, blimey. Wow. So yeah. A pretty impressive display there by Envy. Oh dear. And so, if we do the old funky doodah refresh thing, $10-0. Wow. 7-4. There you have it. That's pretty intense. So, there we go. Let's get a shot of Achilles before he finishes him. Oh, maybe. No. Take a photo. They've got a special podium. Let's follow him to find his special podium. Oh, hello. This looks podium-like, maybe. Difficult to say. Oh dear. Oh, here we go. Special podium. There's Envy. And down goes Volleyball. Oh, he's just left hanging now. So now they just got to get the rest of Envy showing up. And here we go. Oh, look at this. There's Zenon. And so you can see Envy now getting up there if they possibly can. So, yeah. I don't know what they've done to do that, but yeah, maybe they need to teleport some people. There we go. Ah. The teleportation has been completed. And here you have the finalists, the winners of Season 3 of the 5v5 number 1 competition. Envy. And the last man, there we go. Look at that. Don't they look fantastic? A fine way to end it. And well played to all the teams. See, all this, they've even got all the subs in here as well. Complete with the coach, no doubt. So pictures will be taken. As is the norm. Oh dear, someone died. So. Now's not the time to surrender. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That has been the... And there we go. Yeah, you can tell it's Napoleonic Wars because the team killing starts. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for bearing through with the technical problems. I'll be trying to sort those out over the course of the next couple of weeks. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon. Take care, everyone.